WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guests in studio today from Community Action's Head Start program, Krissy Conklin and Jenessa Blacklidge, with us for today. And Krissy, I know you're a regular guest out here. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
I am good. Thanks for coming out, and introduce Jenessa to us here today.
Yeah, so this is Jenessa Blacklidge. She is one of our family advocates, and she works with families in the Clinton area and also Logan County as well.
Sure, very good. Well, Jenessa, welcome, and good to have you in this morning.
Good to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, let's start with kind of a basic breakdown, Jenessa, of what a family advocate does within the Head Start program. What does that role look like from your perspective?
Yeah, so basically whenever a child is enrolled in our program, you get me, of course, like the DeWitt location and some of Logan County.
Yep.
And I come alongside parents and help them, connect them to resources, set family goals, and help them reach those goals. You know, the goal is to help them to get to a self-sustaining.
Sure. How does a family come to you?
Yeah, so whenever you have a child enrolled in our Head Start program, you automatically get a family advocate.
Okay. So now are you working closely with every family, or is it, circumstances dictate how much you work with them, or how closely you work with them?
I think that always plays a part in it. So obviously I try and connect with my families on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Sometimes that ends up being a little more than monthly, but
So what are you doing when you let's kind of go through the process? Someone enrolls in Head Start. You meet with them for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
What does that intake look like? What are you do? What's that assessment look like?
Sure. So usually we go over a couple different things just to see where they're at. We do a thing called a wellness wheel, and we kind of just see where you're at financially, emotionally, all those things, and basically just to get them the right resources in each area of their life.
Okay.
So they have that initial meeting with me, and we set goals, and then my job is to just come alongside them and help them to reach those goals.
Sure. Yeah. Now, with all because the Head Start is birth to 5. Am I remembering that? Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess let's talk maybe those formative years, the early childhood years. What are you looking for in the families and the children, and what are there standard goals in that age range? How about some of those things?
Yeah, a lot of times those vary by family, because they could be a goal set for the child, or they could be a family gool. So whether it's something we're working on potty training a child, or maybe it's a parent that's working towards getting their GED. So it could really vary what their goals are and what their needs are as a family. So
gotcha. Yeah. Now, as they get older, are they staying in the program, or is the goal for them, maybe that birth through 3, kind of that first breakdown of the?
Yes, that would be that early Head Start age.
Yeah. So the early Head Start age. Are you hoping for them to graduate out of the program, for lack of a better word, or I guess it does?
Essentially, yeah. So the ideal part is when Jenessa said partnering with the family alongside them. So some families might need additional support. Maybe they don't know how to get a GED. Maybe they're nervous about the application part, or speaking with somebody about it and just saying, I really need help with this, but I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So that's where some families might need more support than others, depending on so many different circumstances. But ideally, through the time that they're in early Head Start with us, with the family advocate and Head Start, by the time they get to kindergarten, ideally, they will have more confidence in communication.
Yeah.
They will have achieved some goals. Maybe they have a better job. Their financial situation is better. So that would be that's the end goal. We're helping them, and then just kind of when children grow up, you're like, okay, flourish, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that is.
Sure. Remind us, Krissy, the Head Start program a little bit, just kind of the basics of it, how folks qualify, some of those things.
So yes, for early Head Start and a Head Start, our children are in our programs if they have SNAP benefits, so they do qualify for that. In foster care, But anybody is able to apply. Anybody can apply regardless of whatever income they do have.
Sure.
The focus originally for Head Start when it was created almost 60 years ago was to help families that were in poverty, that were struggling in some capacity, and to help them. So, but anybody can apply. You can speak with Jenessa on that. She can help you do that.
Yeah.
Go to our Clinton sites, our Logan sites, go to our website, capsule.info, Facebook. So lots of different ways to get a hold of us.
So Jenessa, you do a lot with the intake process then too, like the application process then too, it sounds like. Yeah. Tell me about that. What does the application look like?
Basically, you could come in and we will sit down and walk you through that. There's, a couple documents that are needed for that, but we will sit down and walk our families through the whole process.
Sure.
So it's not like we're just saying, here, do this. We will walk alongside you. And
is there income qualifications? You said, or I guess you said there is no income qualifications. Like anyone can apply.
So
correct?
Anybody can apply. Yes, 100%. Anybody can apply. But based on our regulations and our Head Start standards we have, as far as over income families, so that's looking at like federal poverty level, we can only have 10% in our whole program.
Okay.
So all of our sites, not just Clinton but in all of our sites. So we can have up to that percentage.
Sure. Is there is there a waiting list in any of your counties right now for Head Start, or like are the programs full? What's
right now we are Early Head Start is more full than Head Start is, but ideally, obviously, within the next few weeks, we will be full with a wait list for both of those.
Gotcha.
So
sure. Again, that's Krissy Conklin with Jenessa Blacklidge, our guest in studio today from Community Action. As we talk about Head Start, Jenessa, not to have a squirrel moment, but to come back to you and talk about this process a little bit. We talked about the intake process and setting goals with families, and you said ideally you'd like to meet with them once a month. Like this time of the year, Head Start is not in session. So like, let's say, summertime, what are you doing with families right now?
Yeah. So right now, just making a monthly contact. A lot of times it is in the summertime by phone because I understand summer schedules are extremely busy and they're enjoying time with their kids being off. So a lot of times that's a phone call.
Yeah.
Just checking in, seeing how things are going, see if there's anything that we could be of assistance with. And so sometimes I get to see them throughout the summertime and but a lot of times over the summer it is over the phone.
Yeah.
Because of scheduling.
Sure. So what are you looking for this time of year? Is it just simply a check-in and say, hey, how are you doing emotionally? What are your finances like? Or what, I guess, what are you assessing right now?
Yeah. So we still talk about goals. We always make our goals, at the beginning of the year. We check in, and sometimes those goals change. Sometimes those goals are achieved. And so we also go through a curriculum called Grow Me. And so we go over that, which is just kind of a program that helps. It's a reflective curriculum. And so we just kind of go over those things. And like I said, right now, sometimes it's just a quick phone call.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, so we're going to be coming up on, August and getting ready to go back into school. What are you doing to, whether it's prepare families for the school setting, prep them for that? What does August look like for you in those meetings?
Man. August is a little crazy. We have screening days set up throughout the month of August for each of our Head Start sites. So a lot of screening days. We will be hosting an open house for our DeWitt location once school starts. And so the point of that is just some family engagement. And August gets a little crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
August gets a little crazy. So.
And then once school does get kind of we get into the swing of things there, talk a little bit about what you're, like what you're looking for, whether again, out of the families, out of the kids, when they're back in the school setting, what does that process start to look like?
Yeah, I feel like it gets a little easier once everybody's back into the routine. And it's easier to connect with my families. And in August, I'll set a new goal with them for the coming year. And we will, I'll connect them to whatever resources. That's one thing I'm really working on, is just getting connected with different resources in our community to know where to send our families for different resources. So whether it's Dove or Neighborhood Care Center or different areas like that, knowing what our community has to offer so that I get my parents connected to the correct resources.
Sure. Do you see growth, whether it's with families, whether it's with the kids? Do you see the growth that you hope for?
Yeah. And that's one of the things that can be really rewarding with this job is I've worked with moms who have been really wanting to further their education, even if it's just obtaining their GED. And so I worked with a couple moms last year that were able to obtain their GED, which has helped them then in the workforce. We also have scholarship programs through Capsule. And so that has been awesome because we could get them scholarships if they want to go to even like a trade school or get their certification in something. So that is one thing that I really work with my families is I had one mom this past year that was able to, she finished nursing school and she was able to take her NCLEX and become an RN. And so it's been really rewarding to watch those kind of situations happen.
I was just going to say,
a part of that.
That's got to be really rewarding for you guys to see people better themselves for sure. That's awesome. Very good. Did you want to add on to that, Krissy?
I just want to say, like, just even mentioning that, and I didn't even know she was going to say that, but I'm tearing up a little bit because that is the whole purpose of why we exist. That is why we do what we do. That is what Capsule does. And that's the whole goal. So like that right there is amazing.
It makes it all worth it.
For sure. Awesome. Very good. Krissy, before we go to break, is Head Start, are you taking applications now? If so, how do folks get in on that process?
We are taking applications year round because family situations change and things like that. So one way is capsule.info, going to our website and just putting name in, county, and then I will get an email and I will send it to whoever I need to. That's one way. Going on our Facebook website, Facebook site is another way. Calling our central office or Logan, speaking with Jenessa. So any of the family advocates. So anybody can get connected for an application, walk in our building too.
All right. Easy enough. Very good. Well, that process underway now. Get an application in for Head Start. Again, that is Krissy Conklin and Jenessa Blacklidge with Community Action talking Head Start this morning on the WHOW Morning Show. More to come with them coming up on the Morning Show.
WHOW.
Here's Matt Hart, owner of the Hart Media Group in Clinton, talking about continuing to serve the community through new ownership.
Things came together and we reached an agreement to purchase. And as you mentioned, we closed August the 1st. So that's August the 1st. Miller Media Group is now Hart Media Group. And we're continuing to serve the people of Clinton and DeWitt County and Monticello and Bloomington and Decatur and everywhere, because we'll just keep connecting people as we've been doing.
The Hart Media Group looks forward to continuing to serve the community for years to come.
Here's Clinton Save-A-Lot owner Dave Jackson on how he works to save you money every day.
I know the retails at the stores in Decatur probably better than most of the people in the stores know. I monitor this closely so customers do not have to. And then you don't have to spend $40 or $30 driving round trip at 60 cents a mile to Decatur or Lincoln or Bloomington. That's real numbers. It's 60, 70 cents a mile to drive your car.
And as Clinton Save-A-Lot owner Dave Jackson always says,
hope to see you soon.
DeWitt County's #1 source for local news is on the air and online 24 hours a day. The latest local news stories are heard every hour on Central Illinois' news station, the Big 1520 AM and 92.3 FM WHOW. Stream live at DeWittDailyNews.com. They're also heard every hour on the station that's your easy choice, 95.9 FM WEZC. And to read the latest local news on your electronic device, including tablets, iPhones, and smartphones, go to DeWittDailyNews.com. DeWitt County's #1 source for local news is on the air, online 24 hours a day.
Don't let a summer sniffle turn into a summer setback. Warner Hospital's walk-in clinic has you covered. No appointment necessary. Just walk in and be seen by our caring medical team. Warner Hospital Walk-in Clinic, right here when you need us.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. Brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Again, my guest in studio today, Krissy Conklin and Jenessa Blacklidge from Community Action as we talk, Head Start here for this morning. We mentioned, ladies, in the last segment, screening coming up. Is that in July or is that in August?
So that'll be in August.
That's in August.
Yeah,
okay,
the week
sure.
of the 17th is when we will hold our screening day.
So what does screening look like? What are you doing? I guess what is that process?
Yeah, so screening day, think of it like registration kind of for school or just preschool screening days. They look very similar. Families come in with their children. That is very important. They need to come in with their children, bring a copy of their birth certificate if they haven't already provided that. That is a requirement. And there's several kind of stations, if you will, that everybody will go through. So parents kind of go one way, children kind of go the other way. We have separate rooms and areas set up so the children will have a hearing screening, a vision screening. They will meet with staff and do like an academic related screening. Families in a different space are meeting with family advocates and going through some of the paperwork, the questionnaires that she was talking about before, looking at goals and just gathering some of that information to understand like the whole family situation.
Got it.
So that's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, I feel like we have it down to a science. Like go to this station, the kids get a sticker,
Perfect.
So like
yes. Yeah.
So they know, okay, so I went here, I got this sticker, I need this one. And so then we know everybody's hit every station.
Yeah.
There's a checkout and
when they've got a fistful of stickers,
Yeah.
they're on their way.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. So okay, now are folks, Jenessa, able to sign up for screening times now, or does that begin at a certain point?
So we'll do that all on one day. So the week of the 17th.
So you just come in and you just do it. There's like no sign up times.
We have done signups before to get kind of an idea of when families are coming.
I see.
Of course, some can't come or can I come later or whatever, but we have a set time at each of our locations.
Got it. Sure.
And to work through that whole process. So I mean, but as far as staff is there the whole day before setting up all of the paperwork and folders and everything. So we can pull people's names, mark them off and things like that. Ideally, they would sign up for a specific time so we can kind of space people out.
Right. Sure. Do you have to be accepted into the program to be a part of this? Or because I know like with some, screening programs, it's like, okay, they go through it and then it's like determines their qualification for the program.
Yeah. So for them to come to this screening day, they would have received a letter that says, hey, come to screening day on whatever X date, X time.
Okay.
So yes, they would be accepted into the program at that time.
Got it. Very good. Very good. I feel like I'm missing something in this conversation, ladies. Did I miss something you all wanted to put out there about this?
I guess I could mention that for the DeWitt location, and that would also be for any Payette residents, that counts for them too.
Okay.
It would be that week of August 17th. In Logan County, it would be 2 weeks before that. So that week of like August 2nd or 3rd.
Okay.
Is when Logan is, and a few of the other sites. So
all right.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. I got a couple of minutes yet still here with you ladies. Did we want to talk about anything Head Start specific that we haven't touched on this morning? Krissy, I know you were in last month to kind of give us an overview of the program. Do we have like start dates? Do we have in terms of enrollment numbers? How's enrollment? Anything like that you want to provide?
Start dates. So for DeWitt is August 17th.
For early Head Start,
And
Head Start starts August 24th.
Okay. So the week after
Yes,
screening.
yes.
Got it. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So they're double session. And
Mhm.
so it's just kind of how it works with the calendar and everybody else.
Okay. Okay.
But
Now,
yeah,
you
that's when they
mentioned
start.
you can enroll anytime. Do you get
Yes.
students joining the program like kind of midstream, if you will?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yes. Throughout the year and for various reasons. So, I mean, just like any other daycare or school district or whatever, family situations change. Somebody might get a new job and they need to move.
Mhm,
Like that
mhm,
happens.
mhm.
Sometimes their financial situation changes or they might, struggle with, they might lose a job or something and something happens. And when that happens, that's when family advocates are like, okay, so what can we do to help you out?
I
Do
see.
you need, to receive training to get this type of job? Can we help you purchase a car?
Mhm.
So that's where they can help out. But yeah, we do
Sure.
have kids between early Head Start and Head Start that, I mean, it's a rolling enrollment.
Yeah, right.
essentially.
Sure. Jenessa, 30 seconds with you. Did I miss anything that you want to talk about on your end of things today?
No, I would just say, when I first started with Head Start, not knowing anything beforehand, just now seeing how much they have to offer and the resources that the Head Start community has to offer is just really amazing once you look into it. So
Sure.
that's
Very
exciting.
good. Krissy, how do folks get registered for Head Starts?
Go to Capsule, CAP as in Paul, CIL.info, and fill out a really quick questionnaire on there. Speak with Jenessa, our family advocate, or any of our other family advocates.
Mhm.
Go to our location in Cedar Square here. Call our office number 217-732-2159, and we can get you connected with somebody.
Very good. Ladies, good to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning again. That is Krissy Conklin and Jenessa Blacklidge with Community Action, our guests in studio. Network news on the way on the morning show.